Hi guys, in today's video we're going to be looking at JQuery Mobile. JQuery Mobile is a great framework used to build responsive mobile looking web applications. In today's class we'll look at setting up a simple page structure using JQuery Mobile and we'll start filling in some content. To begin with, all we need is an index.html with your normal 5 tags: doc type, HTML, head, title and body. jQuery Mobile, like most web frameworks, has a number of files that you need to link in order to actually be able to use the framework. To get these files, we first go to jQueryMobile.com and then we go to download. Now there's a ton of options on this page, but you can ignore most of them and go straight down to the CDN hosted files. CDN stands for Content Delivery Network, and it's just all the files you need hosted online so you don't have to download them to your own computer. So what we'll do is we'll copy these, go back to our index.html and paste them into our page. Now the first one is all the CSS you're going to need, the second one here is linking in the actual jQuery framework, and the third one is linking in the jQuery mobile framework specifically. And these are the only 3 files that you'll need to get started with jQuery Mobile. Now to begin with, jQuery Mobile has a number of default divs that we need to set up any basic page. The first one is div data role equals page. And what this does is that it sets up our first page of this application. Now let me explain a little bit more. Data role, you'll see here, doesn't turn blue or red or any of the default colors that Notepad++ picks up on when it sees a pre-built HTML tag or attribute. Data role is actually something that's built into jQuery Mobile itself, and it's this little piece of code here that assigns our div as being a main page of our application. Now we can have several pages in our application, all in the one HTML page, and we'll look at that a little bit later. But every page of your application has to be surrounded by a div tag that says data-role equals page. Now within this page we have to have div data role equals header, and this defines the header of your div, and we'll look at what that actually means in a couple of minutes. And we also have 2 other tags that we need: data role equals main for the main content, and class equals UI dash content. And this little piece of code basically takes care of some of the styling within the main content div. It makes it look a little bit nicer, adds some padding around it. And then the last div that we'll need is data role equals footer, and this defines the footer of our application. Now that we have those divs in place, let's start filling them out with a little bit of content. So I'm going to put a h1 in my header, and I'm just going to say my first page, because it's going to be the first page of our app. Inside the main div, I'm going to have another h1 that says hello world, and a paragraph that says welcome to my first page. And down in the footer, well, let's have a h2 and let's put in some copyright information. So let's put in the special character for the copyright symbol and Sam Cogan 2014. Close off that h2. So let's run this and see what it looks like. And there we go. Let's bring it down to a slightly more mobile size and have another look. So this is what it would look like on a mobile device. Okay, you can see our heading. I didn't style that. I didn't add any CSS for that. Our heading is styled. It's got this nice grey background and some nice bordering and shadowing here. We have a h1 in a nice font with some padding around it, and same with the paragraph here. That's taken care of by UI-content. And then we have our footer down here, which is also nicely styled. Now I was able to scale that up really quickly using jQuery Mobile and the inbuilt CSS templating that goes behind that. So let's look at one more thing before we finish up this lesson. As I said earlier, we can have as many pages in a single HTML document as we want. So if I add in a second page here, again div data role equals page, and all the rest of the content, let's change this to say my second page, and this to say second page here. We'll keep the header and footer kind of the same for the moment. And we run this, you might expect to see two divs now showing on the same page. But what you actually get is only the first div in the series displays. Now the next div is off waiting in the wings. It's hidden by jQuery Mobile's inbuilt code, and it's waiting to be called in a certain way. And in the next lesson, we'll look at how we get this page to display, and also how we link this page and this page together. So this has been an introduction to jQuery Mobile. You can find out much more at jQueryMobile.com, and you can join us in the next lesson to find out how we link these two pages together. Thanks guys.